So for many of you, you'll be practicing a lot more than you're playing now because of the weather. So I'm going to show you 2 drills and exercises that you can do next time you practice to improve the quality of strikes with your irons. So drill number 1, I call a preset drill. And this is really kind of understanding and teaching you what impact is like. We're all trying to achieve great impact. That's how we play better golf. That's how we hit better shots. But for many of you, knowing where impact is really, really key, because if you're trying to develop your impact, you've got to know what that looks and feels like, and that's where this first drill comes in. I've got myself a 7-iron here. Realistically, you can do this with any of your irons, but mid to short iron would be ideal. And I'm going to take my normal setup with this 7-iron. Now, our impact is going to be quite different to our setup. At impact, the hips are going to be significantly towards the target. The handle is going to be also significantly towards the target. And whilst I appreciate you can't really see it from that angle, I'm going to have a little bit of body rotation primarily through my hips. So what I'm actually going to do is, once I've taken my normal setup, I'm going to actually find that impact position. Weight left, handle forwards, hips a little bit open. I'm presetting where I want to be at impact. The goal now is to start from here, make a very, very short backswing, strike the golf ball, and move through into this really extended position here, where you'll notice that my belt buckle is closer to the target than my chest, and more importantly, my arms are really extended, and that club head can't be any further away from me. If I do this correctly, I should get a ball which flies really low, and it should feel really, really solid. So there's my impact. Little swing, hold to finish. And ball flight was incredibly low. Now, even on a shot that goes 50, 60 yards through the air, which that one was, I can really feel how that board is compressing on the face because I'm delivering an impact where the handle is forwards, I'm de-lofting the club, I'm getting that negative downward strike. It really feels great at the club face. So that's the first little exercise, because that's really teaching you exactly where your impact should be. The second exercise is working on how you're going to get there in your full swing. So for this exercise, you're going to need something like a towel, and I apologise for how dirty this one is, it's well used. I'm going to fold it over to make it a little bit smaller, and then I'm very simply going to take this towel and I'm going to place it behind where the golf ball is going to be. So if I'm going to hit my golf balls from around about here, I'm going to place the towel just behind it. Now, where you place it is really important. Too close or too far away is not really going to have the desired effect. I want this towel with my 7-iron to be just a little bit more than the width of a club head behind the ball. So it's possibly even 1.5 club heads behind the ball, and that's going to give me a perfect scenario. What this towel is going to do is it's going to give me some feedback on my strike. If I can get the golf club to approach the ball as I want, with a negative attack angle, trying to recreate that impact that we've just worked on, I'm going to be able to hit the golf ball and miss the towel. That's perfect. If I get a little bit shallow, and the reality is so many of you will be a little bit shallow into the golf ball, you'll still hit the golf ball, but you'll get some feedback because your club will interact with the towel. And if I do a little practicing to the side, you're going to see how it would nudge and move the towel. So what we're really doing here is creating a situation where every single time we hit a shot, we're learning, we're getting some feedback, and that's really, really key. So the towel isn't your focus. Your focus is to move through into that perfect impact position. The towel is simply there for feedback. So let me take a setup and we can go ahead and hit one. Strike was good, towel didn't move, there's the feedback that I need. So we can all improve the ball striking with our irons. It's something which is really going to move that needle, help you shoot some better scores. So the 2 practice drills there, number 1 is giving you the correct information about where impact should be, and the second exercise is helping you move to that position with some feedback. If you work on that in the winter, you're going to play some much better golf next year.